What's up? All right, today I want to talk about something that is very important when it comes to creating your energy, and that is going to be about hormones. Now, I'm going to give you the fair warning because YouTube is very sensitive when it comes to talking about topics that's medical or whatever. YouTube has become literally very controlling. So I'm going to put this out. I am not a doctor. I am not an expert in hormone therapy. I'm not any of that. I am an expert in the fitness industry and also a health counselor certified. However, today I'm going to share something that I've been going through personally in my life, and I want to talk to you about some of the things that you might be going through that you might not know. Now, I know that a lot of times people are going to the gym, they're working out, they're doing all these things, they're feeling great, they're feeling healthy, your body is looking great, I get it. Now, those are the people who are probably much younger, people in their 20s and their early 30s. But once you get to like 38 and 40 and 50 and 60 and 70, unless you are genetically blessed, you definitely will begin to see some sagging and your energy is going to drop. Now, you might be that person that's been struggling with weight for years and you have tried everything. You've tried Atkins diet, you've tried keto diet, you've tried veganism, you've tried vegetarian, pescatarian, aeritarian, you've tried all of that. But it worked a little bit, but not to the level of where you wanted it to work. Now, that could be a sign that you are probably low in hormones, your testosterone and your estrogen. Okay, men and women both create both hormones. Men create more testosterone. So if you're a man, you should have testosterone and some estrogen. Women is the opposite. They will create more estrogen and some testosterone. Now, both of those hormones will balance you out and keep your vitality very high. So I'm gonna go through a list of some of the symptoms that both men and women might have. I'm gonna start off with the women, okay? So here goes the list. Brain fog. Now, before I even go through this list, as I read this list, don't feel like if you have 4 or 5 of these symptoms that that's the case for you. Always check with your doctor. Do not make any assumptions because you can relate to a few of these, because all of us is going to be able to relate to a few of these. It does not mean that you are going to need some, hormone replacement therapy stuff. You don't mean that. But here we go. Signs that you may need to consider hormone therapy. Brain fog, decreased bone density and muscle strength, increased risk of osteoporosis, right? We don't want osteoporosis or osteopenia. Drier skin, low energy levels where you begin to feel fatigued all the time, inability to lose weight despite healthy diet and lifestyle, that's what I said earlier, insomnia, can't sleep, and even if you do go to sleep, it's just not a healthy level of sleep. Low sex drive, okay? Ladies, you might be looking at your spouse and your spouse is looking at you and you're like, good night. Low sex drive. It's not necessarily that the spouse is unattractive or smell stink, it's just that your drive is low. So we need to get that checked up. Your menstrual cycles gradually ending, right? Mood swings, muscle or joint pain, hair thinning, vaginal atrophy, which means, because if you probably never heard of it before, vaginal atrophy means dryness, thinning, and inflammation of the vaginal walls. Okay, those are for women. The things for men. Okay, women, you have a lot of issues, lots. Men, we do too. Here we go. Decrease in testicle size. Okay, let me stop. Difficulty focusing, decreased mental acuity, right? Focusing is very hard, especially for men. Drier skin, and here goes one that a lot of men suffer with, and I hope that I never suffer with because I can't see myself having this problem, is erectile dysfunction. It's your ability to not be able to either get erected or maintain an erection, okay? So men, if you're watching this, it's a serious thing. Fatigue or low energy, feeling sluggish or irritable, hair thinning, loss of muscle mass, low bone density, low sex drive, and extreme weight gain, all right? So I'm gonna tell you some of the things that I've done and what I just recently did, what I'm gonna recommend for you to do if you're going through any of these things. And this is definitely what I recommend for you to do. I recently started feeling different in my body, right? I'm 46 years young. I'm still energetic. I'm still happy-go-lucky. But I know that I can feel a difference in my physique. I can see the difference. Sometimes I look at my chest looks firm, and then some days it's fluffier, puffier in the nipple area, right? My stomach lining. My stomach does not burn fat the way it normally does. I get bloated and I retain a lot more water, okay? Those are some of the things. My sex drive is still pretty good. My energy level is still pretty good. My muscle mass is still pretty good. However, I know where my body needs to be. So what I did, and this is what I am recommending for you to do, is I went ahead and got a full panel. A full panel so I can see what my testosterone levels are. I want to know if I'm producing the right amount of testosterone for me, or am I producing too much estrogen? Because there has to be a balance, right? I partner with a company, Royal Medical. And what I mean by partnering with them is I gave it some thought, and I thought about you, and I said, you know what? A lot of my audience is dealing with certain ailments in their bodies, and they're dealing with weight gain, excessive energy loss, and so forth. So I figured I'll become an affiliate to that program. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link in the description of this video. And whenever you're ready to settle up and get your stuff done and get your panels done, it is a great, great, great program. One of the least expensive. It is not covered by medical coverage. At least I don't believe it is, but the cost is inexpensive. I went and got my full panel, and don't forget, you use the code RIDEFIT. Normally, this message was normally made for my motorcycle channel, which is Ride Fit Nation, but I'm going to share it right here in Donovan Green Fitness as well. So use the code RIDE, RIDEFIT, so I can get the credit for it. I got my panels. I'm going to get my sit down with the doctor tomorrow, and I'm going to find out where I'm at. And in fact, do I need to go on TRT, which is testosterone replacement therapy, or HRT, which is hormone replacement therapy? They have blockers that helps to reduce the amount of estrogen that's produced in the body for men, and they have the same opposite for women. Now, it's not only checking those levels, it's checking your platelets, it's checking your thyroids, especially your T4. It's also understanding what's going on with your cortisols. It's checking all of that stuff. And you could also request the lab to test you for food allergies, or if you have any type of deterioration in certain nutrients that your body needs. Maybe you're deficient in vitamin A, maybe you're deficient in vitamin D. Now, there are many ways to increase your testosterone levels, and that is through like eggs, that's through beans, flax seeds, certain supplements. But after a while, your body just simply does not produce the hormones the way it should. As we age, and our energy, libido, all that stuff begins to go down. Now, leave it in the comments and let me know so far if you understand what I'm saying, and are you ready to take the next step in your life? Because I really feel like if we allow ourselves to become slaves to our body, then we become depressed. And a lot of you ladies might not know, if you're a female watching this, one of the biggest cause of death for men is depression. Men go through so much, but we don't talk about it enough because you're supposed to be a man and you're supposed to be, you're supposed to be. No, you're a man. You're allowed to cry. You're allowed to feel sad. You're allowed to smile. You're allowed to joke. You don't got to be tough, okay? Men go through a lot, okay? There are a lot of things that the man's body will change on them, and they will not feel happy about it, okay? So let me know if you've ever experienced any of that stuff. If you've ever taken a lab work, what was your results? Have you ever went on any HRT, TRT, HCG, DHEA, whatever? What have you done, and how did it work for you? Like, I'm looking forward to hearing about my results, and I'm willing to take it to the next step. Now, keep in mind, I know you probably feel a certain way and think that this stuff is like what bodybuilders take, and I wouldn't touch that. I wouldn't do that. No, this is not steroids that bodybuilders take. This is a process that's for normal, everyday folks. It's not something that's going to pack on a crazy amount of muscle on you. So let's talk about some of the benefits of hormone replacement therapy for women. Okay, let me say that slower. The benefits of hormone replacement therapy for women. Like, what did he just say? Man, he talks fast. Fracture prevention caused by low bone density, reduced risk of dementia and heart disease, less pain during sex, better sleep, feelings of well-being, alleviating vaginal dryness, hot flashes, and night sweats. What about the men? Okay, let's go for the men. Mental sharpness, increased muscle strength, enhance sexual function, improve penile rigidity and duration of erection, improve cognitive function and feelings of well-being, optimal energy levels. Now, I'm gonna tell you, they separate men and women, but all of this stuff applies. The only thing that don't apply for men is the vaginal dryness, and the only thing that don't apply for women is the erectile dysfunction. Okay? But everything else is the same. There are side effects, like everything else, right? Some people might sweat more. Some people might lose their hair, get thinner hair. There are some side effects to this. But once you find yourself a person who can help you to balance out the hormone therapy, the levels of your testosterone, then you will begin to feel much better. I'm going to encourage you to start researching. And the more I research this, the more I'm going to start to share with you as well, because these are the conversations that we need to have. Working out is phenomenal. Exercising is great. It is needed on a biological level. Exercising does the body good. But exercising can do but so much if your body's not producing the right amount of hormones. If your hormones are jacked up, your T4 is jacked up, your cortisol levels are jacked up, and I could almost guarantee you that if you get that cortisol level checked, you're going to find out that you have burnt out your cortisol. Okay? Your stress levels are going to be ridiculously high. So I'm recommending for you to go ahead, get yourself tested. You can use the link that I provide, or you can connect with your doctor and find out where can you go to get the panels done. All right, this is Donovan Green. I'm telling you, your body is just a body until you make it a temple. Leave the comments, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you later. Peace.